sufficiently fed and microphone is officially unmuted. So, hello denizens of the internet and welcome to another playthrough with me, T, and that is Sarah.
I know my name.
That sounded weird. You do know your name. So, Metroid Fusion. No build up, just Metroid Fusion.
This is the game where we take a whole bunch of different creatures and we make new creatures out of them.
No. This is a game where we get Metroid Jello.
Oh, I thought this was a fan game.
No, what do you mean you thought this was a fan game?
Yeah.
Really?
Metroid Fusion.
No.
It's one of the #1 Pokemon fan games.
What?
Annoying T aside, here we have a really cool opening in which Samus is joined by some Federation dudes and ends up being force-fed some yellow Jello, which is possibly one of the worst flavors of Jello.
Attacked by lemon pudding. Okay, no, lemon Jello was pudding. It wouldn't be like kind of see-through.
What happened to you, Samus?
She's gotten food poisoning.
Oh no. The yellow Jello.
We left out for too long. Overly ripened in the sun.
Oh my god. That's so much worse.
It really is. Love this game, hate this intro. No, that's a bad intro, it just takes forever. There's so much just like not happening right now. But I still need to be conscious enough where I still press the dialogue boxes because they don't auto advance.
Can you imagine, like, escorting Samus back and, like, all of a sudden, like, they just eject themselves from their own ship and crash into an asteroid?
Pretty much. Well, actually being escorted back.
Just like the fuck. There's not as much room on this page as I thought.
So basically, we've gone back to Hold on, it's going to require a lot of setup because the last Metro game we did was the one after this. So we're working backwards. Samus, space home was blown up by a big space dragon, raised by bird people, sent out into the universe to go fight things, blew up space dragon more than 4 times. There was a bottle ship, there was a baby, the baby's now in the vial. We've gone back to the planet where the babies were made after having eradicated them all, and we have been attacked by the Yellow Devil.
So we were taken back to the med bay for the person who contracts most of our work, the government.
Bounty hunter my ass.
And apparently we've got like a mega virus.
Not a virus, actually more like a parasitic infection. The X are actually...
So it's a bacteria.
Kinda. I would say
bacteria. Because a bacteria is a parasite.
Yeah. No, the X parasites are actually really fucking insidious.
Yeah.
And they come in 3 flavors. Although, judging by the color, I would say it's more cola champagne. I prefer cola champagne, so we're gonna go with cola champagne.
So we got cola champagne, apple, and blue raspberry.
I don't know why, but my first thought was that the green one is kiwi lime.
Oh, I thought it was red, blue, yellow.
No, red, green, yellow.
Red, green, yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
So cherry.
Gotcha.
Obviously, we're not counting the fancy flavors that are
But
like.
I thought I saw a blue one in the.
Oh wait, no, there is a blue raspberry one.
Okay.
They're big.
Wow, all of that text in my brain just went nope.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not even gonna bother caring about not skipping the dialogue. Really not.
That looks like a turd.
You know what? Now that you said it. Or a really dirty butt plug.
Oh god, that's somehow worse.
It had a flared top.
That's somehow worse.
Yes.
So there's 6 nodes of area.
Yeah, we got 6 sexes.
And then we got a core.
Mm-hmm.
Can we actually enter the core, or is it just there?
No, that's what we are now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, we're not actually in the core. Okay. Alright, so we've had to have our power suit surgically removed. So we are as weak as a newborn baby. Actually,
With a gun.
yeah, but like not a really dangerous gun. Oh, this D-pad's gonna be a problem. Oh, this D-pad's gonna be a problem. You know what? I should have tried to see if I could do this with the fight pad, but
Another adventure in which just using a regular controller is not an option.
Nintendo systems, am I right?
The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful.
Okay.
That's quite a screensaver.
Yep.
Oh, the lights are out.
Yep.
So what part of us is illuminating? Oh, we've made it to the quarantine bay. There is stuff in it.
Get back here, you. Hungry.
Oh, so we could just eat the Jello now?
Yeah. So what happened is that the Metroids are the natural predators, quote unquote, of the X-parasites.
Right, that I remember.
So we have been injected with Metroid DNA, which means we can now enjoy absorb X-parasites.
Oh, so we have also become a natural predator
Yep. Well,
by transitive properties.
okay, no, more like unnatural predator, because like Samus is very much genetically engineered.
It literally says gelatinous. Amazing.
Yeah, no, it is literally just like floating gelatin. You know what, Adam? You're kind of a downer. Not quite at all. 10% chance of survival.
Thanks, Fi.
Yeah. You don't actually have
I'm going to
attack
say that Fi is more annoying than Adam. Because Adam doesn't just interrupt you mid-combat to say that your Wiimote battery is low.
I mean, if we had Wiimote batteries back then, I'm pretty sure he would have.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you, I'm just hoping that we're not going to get feedback on the microphone. Okay, so...
And once again, I am just enjoying the music.
Actually, to be fair, I think the Metroid games are the only GB soundtracks I actually have installed on my phone. Wait, that's not true. I also have the Dragon Ball Advance Adventure soundtrack, but that soundtrack is actually good, like really fucking good for a GBA game. I'll probably do that at some point. I've got the ROM somewhere. I have a very weird quirk where I can't play
Bump, bump, get away.
Advanced Adventure without it being in Japanese, because Japanese soundtrack is better.
That sounds about my husband too.
I'm sorry, for some reason they didn't put in fucking the World Martial Arts Tournament theme and Romantic Ageria. Or the Dragon Ball theme, like, is not the title theme, and it upsets me.
So can you patch the ROM to be in English?
I mean, I probably can, but
That's not how you intend to play the game because you're stubborn?
yeah, probably. But now we have missiles.
Yeah, missiles!
How
oh,
we
I
down
love this tunnel. Oh my god.
How we downloaded missiles, I do not know.
Don't worry about it. I like to think part of Samus's, like, helm functions the same way as that one chemistry-based superhero in Big Hero 6. Where, bear with me.
Yeah, no, what's that name? It's something lemon.
Yeah, exactly. Where, like, it has a whole bunch of raw chemicals, and based on the information it's given, it can build things.
That's fair, but my question to you then is, how do we get the casings?
Casings are also made out of materials. Do you forget that, like, nickel and shit is also just elements?
So we just have the chemical compound for steel and iron in our suit.
I would not say steel. I would say...
Base metal of some kind.
I was going to say iron, copper, and bronze. Oh, and obviously tin.
Really?
That's what steel is made of!
Futuristic bird suit, and the missiles are made out of copper and tin.
Oh my god. Tin is an extremely valuable material, and it's what you fuse with iron to make steel. Not everything is going to be made of tungsten.
For bird people, it probably is.
Either way, I imagine we're able to totally make tungsten jello out of the X-Parasite.
I can only imagine what
So
tungsten
that we can make a
jello is
morph
gonna taste like.
ball, okay? That's my story, I'm sticking to it.
Fair enough. Alright. Alright, so now we've got the other half of the power-up system in this game. We're going to be either downloading crap or killing crap and eating it.
Or getting stabbed with Sloop.
More like, you know, aggressively shoved.
Can't be aggressively shoved. Oh, hey, Lion. Welcome
Definitely
back.
aggressively shoved. I'm actually kind of annoyed that
A lot of these rooms look the same, and I'm getting very dizzy.
why does the D-pad on the Pro Controller suck so much ass?
It's as I feared, being aided. Sector 1. Simulation. Main elevator to get shaft elevator 1. Objective clear? Sure.
This is going to be annoying too, because I've switched my AMD buttons around so like it emulates the GPA controller, but because I know I'm playing on the Switch, I still think that you know what, no, I'm not going to do it. So we're probably not going to go into that room, because if I try to, I'll die from cold. But
You need the Varia suit?
yeah, but if you do go in there, you'll be horrified, because there's a big old Ridley statue in there.
Okay.
And it's not actually a Ridley statue, it's a Ridley petrified.
That is so beautifully horrifying.
Yes, this surprisingly, the SAS traumatized a lot of kids.
Anyway, hallway, before we were traumatized or re-traumatized by the SAX, the little windows from the last hallway where we got to see into space were so gorgeous, and I'm glad I got to see them on the big screen.
Yep.
Because I would not have noticed them on the GBA.
It's weird because a lot of GBA games obviously end up looking a lot worse when blown up because obviously pixels.
Yeah.
But Fusion doesn't really have that issue all that much. Like, apart from Samus herself, but that really only counts for the Varia suit. But, you know, for the screen resolution, everything still kind of looks clear. You can tell exactly what it's meant to be, and
yeah. Oh, question. Is it SAX as in Sam Apple Xylophone?
yes.
Okay, so its full name is, its Nicholas name is Saxophone.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Okay.
I don't know if they actually did it, but I believe when the Super Game Brothers did this game, or they were considering it or joking about it, that whenever the SAS was on screen, they were going to play Careless Whisper.
I love those guys.
Yeah. And I do believe at one point they did end up playing Kinesia.
Okay, was it me or did I just see a big blue raspberry jelly?
No, that was you. That was that.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're doing here is that they're attacking the AC. And considering that we're in the middle of the heat wave, that cannot stand.
Right. Gotcha.
They're filling up the air conditioning unit with all this lint, and they have to die. I'm not going to be getting off one.
They just immediately change into something else is wild, and I love that.
Well, yeah, that's how they work.
Yeah.
They infect, and then they copy. And if you, because they, you know, they're made of pudding, they'll just shift and become something else. It's really horrifying. I don't know if it was confirmed or not, but people have definitely made a lot of allusions to John Romero's The Thing. And that's
I'm sorry, John Romero.
Was it John? Was it either John Romero or John Carpenter? I'm pretty sure it was John Romero though. Also, ladders. How we climb them, I do not know.
Hands.
And unfortunately, over 20 years later, and still we haven't gotten a concrete answer for this because, you know... Oh wait, no, we do. Barish is very, very careful.
I'm sorry, my brain is too busy too busy just saying transparent ditto. And I'm like, that's not helping right now.
Transparent ditto?
Yeah, the X-parasites.
When not transformed, do you think ditto is actually clear?
Well, no, I think it's like silly putty colored.
You think so? Because it kind of does have that kind of sheen, as if that implied that he has at least some kind of translucency.
I mean, he looks matte to me, but that might be because of like later models.
That might be because of later models.
So, if
this D-pad is going to be the death of me.
If Ditto is just X-parasite.
To be fair, that probably is what he is. There we go. But, oh my god, I kind of wish I was playing this on the Wii U now. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh yeah, that had a much better D-pad, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Just the classic controller had a slightly better
on
D-pad.
the monkey bars.
Yep. Okay, we're just gonna... Yeah, we don't need that.
Die, evil crab. You once belonged to this world.
And we should have just enough missiles to go through the door. Which is good, because last time one was here last night. Ah! Gotcha! Don't run through the door before we actually get the X-Parasite. That's bad. You've been bamboozled.
Oh, I was wondering why you were running away from the power-up. I imagine that got a lot of people.
Almost definitely. Actually, I think it's one of the most devious things ever done. Because you have to remember, before this game came out, it had been 8 years since Super Metroid. So, you know, people will probably just assume, like, hey, so, like, things are going to be the same, right? And then the Chosen statue attacks you. Which had already happened in Super Metroid, but not like that. At least in Super Metroid, it had the decency to give you your shit first. Oh, wait, hold on.
Roll!
But now we have the most broken weapon in the franchise.
Mega Man sister. Oh, we have more missiles now.
Yeah. I think I'm just good, and now I'm not gonna really bother with cleaning up too much. I'm just gonna get whatever's in the way at this point, because now I'm kind of comfortable with the amount of health I have and the amount of missiles.
Okay. Back to turning the AC on. By blowing it up. One unit still malfunctioning.
Yep.
What you doing there, bro?
Waiting for the door to open.
Oh.
I know you can destroy that thing in one shot. It's just that I'm not very good at it. But, interestingly enough, the charge beam in this game is the most powerful thing, because it does damage not just the beam itself, but the flash that comes out the arm cannon.
Oh, so that you can actually attack while running.
And it does damage on every frame.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. We have touch damage.
We have a hand harpoon. All right, now Samus has to do that car door thing.
What car door thing? Oh, I was so glad that because I guess I had gotten some water in the car. So all my windows were really foggy, so like knowing that felt really good.
No, the second I watched it all the way through to make sure it wasn't a prank thing, and then I was like, all right, I gotta send this. All right. If nothing else, it'll just tell me it doesn't work.
Oh no, it felt immediately like not swimpy in there.
That is beautiful. You might want to tell Mom about that trick then.
Nah, that's the one I remember. So the X are effectively sabotaging all the systems in the ship because
they want it to be the right temperature for them to populate and everything.
I'm not sure if that's the case. They've never really specified what conditions the X need to reproduce apart from organic matter.
Well, I'm thinking if...
And they're not bound by temperature because, like, we'll be going to an ice section and a lava section, so extreme temperatures really do not matter to them.
I was actually wondering if they choose extreme temperatures, or rather alter extreme temperatures so that the life forms are too weak to resist them.
I mean, that would be smart, but I'm pretty sure they didn't think that far ahead. It's kind of terrifying because it's very much seems like it's not instantaneous when it comes to the X. It may be a matter of minutes and you don't realize it until you do.
Jesus Christ.
I've actually got to find that picture of all of Nintendo's horror creatures because they were doing a lot of fucking weird cosmic horror shit around this time, considering, like, you know, Kirby and Marks and whatnot. And then you just have the SAX standing in the middle with this blank white face. And this predates Doctor Who. Okay, doesn't predate Doctor Who with the franchise, but predates that one fucking episode.
Which one?
The astronaut.
Ah.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to be a bit careful because these red bastards do a lot of damage to them. And we have no HP.
Actually, you have 44 HP.
Actually, we have
34.
What, 375?
Five?
Round about.
No.
No, no, 374 because they go up in increments. 99 0 is not does not help.
Okay.
The good thing is, I know this game like the back of my hand, so there will be no hey, where are we going? The amount of times I've beaten Metroid Fusion. If there was ever a Metroid game I know just had to get through easily, it's Metroid Fusion. If I was that dedicated, I probably could speedrun this game, like actually speedrun this game. Because I think I did get a run. Well, I think my fastest time has been 1 hour and 2 minutes. In-game time though, not.
You know, I realize I don't have a game like what? I think the closest I could possibly say to having a game I know inside and out like that would be Stonehearth, and that's still not really true.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just have a game that you can just go back to and like, hey, so this is home. Like, I've just played this enough, but I know I don't need to really try.
Not really. 'Cause you have to remember, I didn't play video games like that as a kid. Like, my Game Boy Color was mostly for road trips.
I think I got this before after I got the PS2.
I mean, I guess if I really had to pick one, it would probably be, Pokemon Ruby.
Yeah, that one would track.
But it's not like it's a game I could speedrun, you know?
I think there's a metal pack down there, but I don't need it right now.
Because my Game Boy Advance SP was the one console they could not take away from me.
Why?
Because I had earned the money on my own work and I had paid for every part of it, but with my own money. So it was not theirs to remove.
I forgot you grew up with white parents.
Damn right I did. I milked that shit.
Wait, no.
The level of milking that shit, the one time they did try, I went to the pastor about it. And the pastor sided with me.
The caucasity of it all.
You're damn right.
I'm actively offended, I'm not even gonna lie. Because that would not be the case.
Oh, yeah, no. You would have just got your ass beat harder.
Come on. One more. Wait until I get
You can only imagine how angry N was about that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I can. Yeah, no, that's gonna bend me for a while, actually. So, yeah, I can only imagine.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is that?
I believe this is Yakut. No.
What in the jellyfish polyp is this thing?
Mexican jumping condom.
Okay.
Come on. The sprite work of this game is still so good, though.
It's gorgeous.
Zero Mission, I think, is better, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Well, it came after this game, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It came out 2 years afterwards.
oh yeah, that definitely makes sense.
And then you've got, yeah, because this came out on the same day.
Ooh, that was a fusion flavor.
It's still great. In 2002, we got 2 fucking Metroid games released on the same fucking day, and nothing like that good has ever happened ever again.
You must have lost your little goddamn mind.
I did not, because I did not have a Game Boy Advance this time. I could not afford them.
Oh.
I wouldn't play Metroid Prime until... I wouldn't play Metroid Prime 1 until we started dating, actually.
That is wild to me.
Yeah.
How much you love this franchise.
And I did not get to experience the very first 3D one until I was nigh on 21. Never had a GameCube, so. Now, if I was...
that it just marches like that. Good God.
It's interesting because Samus's footsteps are never that loud in that suit. I forget how floaty the high jump is in this game though. Oh wait, no wait, hold on, we actually have the jump wall now. That is, the spring ball is not always like, hey, a 2-for-1 power up when you get high jump. I know it's a 2-for in Zero Mission, but I don't think it's a 2-for-1 in Dread. Actually, I don't think the spring ball is in Dread.
No, I don't think it was. I think you had to bomb jump.
Well, I'll figure out a solution for when you get to Zero Mission because I don't think I want to play Zero Mission with this.
I don't blame you.
Because I do try to do as many of the little neat tricks in Zero Missions as I can, and horizontal bomb jumping with this D-pad will not do.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter with Fusion because like you can't actually bomb jump in Fusion.
Really?
Yeah, no, they changed the bomb timing and how much height you gain from bomb jumping. So you can do 5 jumps and then you will not gain any more height and drop right back down. Fusion is an interesting Metroid game where it's kind of designed, and you can tell that Mercury Steam, was it Mercury Steam? I think it was Mercury Steam, who designed Samus Returns and Dread, that Fusion was their inspiration.
Gotcha.
Because they initially wanted to do a remake of Fusion. But those are the only 3 games in the franchise where, like, well, 2D games in the franchise that aren't 1 and 2, where you don't have the freedom of movement that you do in Super. I don't even think you could bomb jump in Dread either. I think about it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 70, 75. Okay.
What do you count?
Space tiles.
Okay.
Because I needed it to fit a 20 by 20 square. And with this having a width of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you're... That's good enough. This chamber is large enough. I was afraid it wasn't going to be large enough.
So you can't single wall jump in Fusion, and you can't single wall jump in Dread either. You don't... I don't know if you have bomb jumping in Dread or not. But I know that they introduced the 5 bomb trick, but
where you lay down 5 bombs simultaneously and then...
No, if you go into, so Super had a trick that I think has no purpose at all, actually. Where if you roll into the morph wall with a fully charged shot, you will just lay 5 bombs in at once. and I believe Dread and I think Samus Return has a variation of this where instead of just laying 5 bombs, you can hold a direction and send a row of bombs up in a direction to get like a bit more height, like an instantaneous bomb jump.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's a neat little thing, and the way that then they introduce like the line bombs and shit, which is really cool. I want more Dread, and I hope that the people that make Dread find a way to get back into making more Metroid, because they had a lot of good ideas. The idea of having mid-game variations on a lot of power-ups is really cool.
No, that entire thing seemed to be executed well.
Oh, there's no boss here.
No, but there's a lot of bones.
No, I mean,
which implies that entire vat was acid.
oh no, if it was acid, we'd be taking damage.
Stop taking damage. Stop taking damage.
I can't help it, I don't have gravity suit.
Ah. Sorry, we got our health back. She said, not doing anything.
I'm definitely gonna get the 2-shot. Nope. If you can be at point blank, you can 2-shot this boss.
My goodness. I gotta say, I love the animation of the charge of the arm cannon. Like, that is such a really cool animation.
Yeah, it really is my favorite charge shot animation in the franchise, still to this day. Oh god. Wow. Oh, come on, Cyrus. Be a pal. Die.
I don't think that's what a pal would ask of you.
Sure it would.
Like, someone who's a friend would not ask you to die.
Sure they would. No, I have all the time. They never do. Which I'm grateful for, but still, I do ask. Ah, screw it.
You're taking more damage than you planned in this fight.
Yeah, which is kind of scary because I have not saved since the beginning again.
I know. You don't believe in saving, in 2D Metroid games?
That's not true.
Really?
That's not true. I save in Dread. I save in Samus Returns. I will save in Zero Mission before I go into Torian. Or before I try to get the Varia suit early. But
You heard it here, folks. He only saves the game under certain circumstances.
Well, yeah. I don't need to save infusion.
He said, almost dying to a snake lizard.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. I know this game well enough that I know I do not need to save in this game. And the one bus where I would consider it. There are 2 buses where I'll consider it. And also, you know, I'm playing on the Nintendo Switch, so if I die, I can just rewind.
I can't even point fingers after my last play of Seasons, so...
Yeah, considering that you couldn't beat your final boss, you can shut up.
Yeah. Your point? Oh, I take it you cannot touch that water.
No, if you can see it zigzagging, that's because it's...
Yeah, because I saw the disconnected cable for it,
Yep.
actually.
Someone dropped a central video, basically. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nah, damn it. If you're fast enough and if you stop pinpoint on that platform, you can transport back.
Oh.
Doesn't really do anything, it's just fun. Okay, that's not true. It does save time. So if you're a speedrunner, that would be amazing.
Yeah. I think I remember that in one of the Summer Games Done Quick streams that you had on.
Yeah, there's... it's the one thing I've never actually done is the weird transport chain, which is the only secret spoke in the game. Because I've never felt to try it. I mean, you can find the secret message on the internet, so I don't really care about doing it. And it literally does nothing but like get a Tea&CremeLikesToPlay cutscene where the developer's like, yeah, so should we just tell her about the plan that we have going on? And then Adam's like, no, don't do that.
Okay, but that's cool though.
And then the boss is like, oh, Adam, you're no fun. Of course I'm no fun. I'm a CPU.
That's amazing though.
That is actually not a line of dialogue. I wish it was though. Oh. It would have been amazing if it was. Nope, you won't be obviously by the color of the lock. By the color of the lock and the fact that it has a number 4 next to it, we won't be getting to that anytime soon. Although, interestingly enough, usually red doors are the first doors that you can open. But because they made the blue doors like an actual lock, as opposed to being the standard door color,
right?
I guess they just decided to put the red ones at the back because, you know, we don't use beams to open doors in this game, so.
Yeah, you just unlock them with security codes. Disco Samus. No. Before he died. Okay. It's actually amazing to think back because this game, when I first played it, gave me so much. Metroid Fusion is actually really tricky on your first playthrough because it has a lot of little, hey, if you're not thinking about it, these possible stumpy puzzles. Yeah.
But because it's so linear, then once you know what you're doing, it's a breeze, which is refreshing. Okay, and we're just gonna run through here and then we're good. Now, I guess let's just play more Dread so I can memorize the sequence, because Dread is not at that point in my mind yet. Yep. This might be my favorite version of the item jingle. Nope. And because it's kind of easy to get, where are you? Oh, okay, somewhere. There we go.
Where are you?
That was a freebie, so I might as well get it. I'm not trying to break a record or anything, so I can get all the incident power-ups that I want.
Yeah. Forget jumping over walls. The moray eel enemy.
Okay, and then over here. No.
I'm sorry, what the fuck kind of creature was that?
I have no idea. Okay, so we can't get that yet.
What you mean it's right there?
We do not have power bombs. We have yet to unlock the Kevin Nash.
Okay. Bad deal. I wish we could grip to that out of the wall so we could get those lemon ones.
Yeah, no big. Now for the only item in the game that you cannot miss.
Oh.
I think people have discovered a way how to do it, but like the level of bullshit that you have to do. Get that. Yeah, just skip that. It's just not worth it. That pack, I believe, is actually named Bob.
Of course it's named Bob. Why else would we name anything else? Like...
Oh.
I love how we're suddenly in a desert.
Well, this is the hot section.
The space desert.
Damn it.
Super missile downloaded. Hold R and press A.
Yep. Fusion is the first game to make the super missiles just a straight up upgrade for the regular missiles. So now we don't have regular missiles anymore. They're just bigger boom. Let me hit this SR. Just so I ain't got to really worry about. I know.
I keep forgetting those kind of rooms exist because I am so used to everyone being like, oh, well, to save time, we're gonna farm over here.
Well, the thing is that we don't usually get a lot of, Hey, what? Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay. Nah, it's probably the best part. What's that properly? I wasted too much time.
Where's the, the cell toss? Unless those little orbs are just what's left of the cell toss.
The game is on. I'm trying to be fancy. Damn security bot. Scared?
No, not really. It's just close. How much damage does he take?
Quite a bit. Okay. He is almost dead. There we go.
Yay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I see Samus is doing the whole Kiru holding his stomach thing.
I'm okay. I was trying to wrap the speed kill it. You can just damage boost it in the middle and you hit it with a couple fully charged shots. But speedrunner I am not. Okay, so just ridiculous. Okay, so I do love the sound that Super Missiles make in this game, though.
Yeah, no,
They're so just
pretty cool.
chunky.
These are the worst cogs I've ever drawn in my life, and I'm okay with this.
You say pods or cogs?
Cogs.
These are the cogs.
For structural implication.
Okay. See, I was expecting to almost die to the second version of that boss fight, not that one. The second form, but the box rematch is a bit more of a pain. just teeny bit, still not too bad, but still like, because you can stun lock him. As long as you hit him with a missile, he kind of just cycles. So I could have just stun locked him to death at that point. But if you get him out of a cycle, then he's a bit of a bastard. See, my question is, why does this have to show up in the navigation room on the monitor? You're talking to the computer.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm worrying about it. Okay. So now we are going to the Nocturnal Center, because if we go to the other room, the other end of the ship, we'll freeze to death.
Yay!
Because we had the Metroid Jello, and therefore that gave us a weakness to hypothermia. Although, to be fair, it's kind of interesting, but like, you know, I guess it's kind of poetic that Samus is now weak to the ice beam. Because the ice beam is kind of the power up that everybody is like, yeah, man, fuck the ice beam. It makes us have to shoot things twice to kill things, and yeah.
And now it's what we're weak to.
And now it's the most dangerous thing in the fucking game. Because, interesting fact, and you may even see it happen if I fuck up a SAX chase, is that when the SAX catches you, it tries to kill you like you're a Metroid.
That's really fucking cool, though.
Yep. Ice beam, super missile. One thing I've never noticed, actually, and I've never really understood. Okay, there is something in here. Okay, it's up here. Hold on. One thing that I've never really understood in this game is that missiles have two different graphics. Yeah, we're not dealing with you guys.
Okay.
Well, super missiles have two different graphics. Be gone, Blue Raspberry. You don't actually exist.
Okay.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, no, we have more than enough HP.
Oh, and you need super bombs to break those.
Yeah, no. So we're kind of stuck.
and now we're not.
Nope, we're still stuck. Luckily, somebody's gonna help.
Oh. Why did it just jump over that? Oh. Oh yeah, there was the ice missile. Right away. Right away.
Yep. Luckily, it's not too bright. Let's go. Way to go. Way to go. Ah! Shit. Okay. Okay. Didn't expect to be that smart.
You were talking all that good shit a second ago.
I was definitely talking all that good shit a second ago.
Then you got kicked in your ass.
Yeah, no.
You good?
There we go. I forgot what the aim button was. Okay, and down here and over here. I've never actually that was the very first time I ever checked to see if we go over there if it actually has the brains to look up and shoot.
I mean,
And now I know.
I figured if you got caught in the light sphere, it would find you.
Okay. So the reason why I'm shooting for all these is because everything else looks parasites.
Oh my god.
Which is why I reloaded, because if I fucked up once that they would have killed me.
My god.
Good thing is, now they just take one super missile.
Yay!
Hey, hey, what are you doing? Hey, 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 hey. That's... Son of a bitch took my suit.
Does that? This is the second time they've taken your suit.
Yeah. Alright. Interestingly enough, this thing's only weak to the charge shot.
Huh. Is that because it has your suit, so therefore it's resistant to like temperatures and shit?
Well, technically the various suit isn't necessarily a thing of like, hey, so you can survive extreme temperatures. It's literally just a barrier.
Huh. It's the Halo 3 shield.
Kind of. You have to remember that various suit is actually a, you know, just a realization of barrier suit. But you know, the Japanese do not have them a B.
That was not something I was capable of remembering because I had never known it.
Well, yeah, no, it's like how, you know, they can't pronounce the letter L.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're hideous.
As we should be.
No, not as we should be.
Yes.
Hello. Don't mind me.
Hello, blue raspberries.
Finally, I got my culotta. Hey, 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 there's no escape for you. There are 2 missiles over there.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I'm not trying to go get them because one of them is on reappearing, disappearing blocks, and then the other one is a crack in the wall, like around the reappearing, disappearing blocks. And then if I drop down,
So what's with the blue ones? Why are they just chilling?
Oh, the X realized that, hey, so Samus is part Metroid, so we're gonna go into the cold sector and make us up really, really, really cold so that when she tries to absorb us, she'll die.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, no, the X are not stupid.
So why are you able to just absorb them anyway?
Because I have the Varus suit now.
Oh, gotcha.
Which, to be fair, I'm not sure if that's how that should work.
I mean, okay.
So,
Say the various suit is a semi-permeable, right? If And also, it seems to work by creating a conditioned environment within its field. So I think by passing through the semi-permeable barrier, the X-parasites are then rapidly forced to adapt, or rather are forcibly changed to be the ideal conditions within that barrier. Ergo, they lose the attribute that made them cold.
So the suit now rapidly just heats them up. They get boiled immediately.
Yes, they get flash boiled.
That's... Wow, that's fucked. So, Adam is basically saying, hey, so yeah, don't try and fight the SAX, you idiot. That's crazy.
And also, don't get the ice beam. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have the ice beam, by the way, because even though
you are now allergic to it.
Mm-hmm. So, because you can't have the ice beam, we decided to give you ice missiles instead. That'll work. Don't know why.
They're contained.
Yeah, that'll work. Don't know why. Personally, I don't understand how come the ice beam freezes us, because, you know, we can absorb ice X parasites, but, you know, I'm not a scientist. Don't know.
Yeah, oftentimes when scientists try to break down these concepts, they end up having to oversimplify to the point where the actual problem is no longer inherent.
Although now that we do have the various suit, the X can't technically freeze. Now the ice beam just does still does affect the damage, but we do not freeze. Or I believe the freezing effect is significantly shorter.
Gotcha.
So, you know, you do see a significant change. Tetris Elite Collection, what the hell is that?
I don't know. Good, your health is no longer suspicious.
My health is no longer suspicious?
Yeah, it's no longer 39.
Did you say it's no longer 39?
Yeah.
Why is 39 suspicious?
That was the old code for suspicious.
Really?
3991B.
I have done corporate security. I mean, still security.
30, yeah.
Strictly corporate.
Which is why it was so funny when my coworker dropped me off at grandma's, because it was the house 39 and it was dark as hell and set deep back down a hill and it just looked like suspicious as hell.
Okay, that is kind of funny.
They were like, this is where you live. I'm like, yeah. There are no lights on. It's fine.
Yeah, why would there be lights on? Well, it's nighttime.
They didn't know that you had already gone to work, so they figured I was coming home to someone, not an empty house.
Okay, that makes sense. Wait, hold on. But Century 21 would have been... I would have been home by then still.
No, I think it was like one of those days where we had to like stay late for some shit, like a fucking store meeting.
Okay, that does sound like some bullshit. Fuck these things, by the way.
So what the fuck is up with those little Barney cages?
They're a thing from Super Metroid. I don't really know what they are. They're just... In Super Metroid, you can shoot them and little creatures will pop out. And
creatures you can kill or creatures you rescue?
No, creatures you could kill, obviously. There are only like 2 types of animals that we can save in Metroid. And those are not it.
And they carry the X-parasite. Retroactively, but they carry the X-parasite.
No. To be fair. Because, you know, the save and kill the animals, they do survive.
I forgot
and they never get
the coating on this pencil was peeling. Anyway, you're saying they do survive.
Yeah, and they never get infected.
I thought they were X parasites.
No. People have some dark fan theories that they're immune for some reason because of reasons, but no, they're just little birds and monkeys. One of them has a baby.
Oh.
Okay, so this was the
Which is
puzzle.
an X parasite.
This puzzle had me stumped for at least a good 3 weeks.
That's rough, buddy.
Because obviously you're meant to use the X transmogrifying. Hey. Oh. Hold on. I missed a step.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to go back. I missed a step. I unlocked the yellow switches.
Mm-hmm.
Then I forgot to get the ice beam, ice missiles.
I thought you already had them.
No, we haven't gone to a data room yet.
Oh. I thought he gave them to you when he was telling you, like, not to fight the saxophone again.
No. Adam can never give us power-ups. He can only tell us where they are.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a guy in a chair.
Pretty much. Unless it's Wade.
Yeah, but Wade had, like...
Or Jerry.
That's true. He was able to do that sort of shit.
Yeah, but he ran the agency, and usually he was in a chair in the same room as opposed to a chair in a different room.
No, he definitely was able to give them, like, updates if, like, the plot demanded they needed new tools. He was able to, like, pull some strings at Whoop.
Oh, yeah, no, sometimes he did airdrop shit in.
Yeah.
We do need to watch Totally Spies again. That was a good show.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. Wish more people talked about Witch, though. Witch was a good show. Not too big on the comic run, though. That might just be because the outside's weird. There's an energy tank over there. Actually, you know what? Fuck it.
Over there.
We're gonna get it anyway because I'm not gonna show them a
Oh, now you can shoot those things and read them so you can stand on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever you just said.
That's a very intense animation.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, energy.
You can trust nothing in the BSL station. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the X not stupid.
Fuck that, man.
Now this one is neat because you're not meant to absorb this guy. You're meant to let him be. Yep. See.
Stop spitting on the floor, my guy.
Then you bring him up here, right?
Oh.
And now you let that one be, and huzzah! Should be able to make that jump, and there should be a power up there for you. And your reward: more missiles. More missiles.
Yay! 50.
Yeah, no. So the ice beam is fun because it unlocks a whole bunch of neat little puzzles.
That's wicked.
And now we can freeze that because now that's there. And now we do the jump on the thing. And now we can freeze that, so we have enough running room to go forward. Stuck there for at least a month.
Yeah, no, especially since the Oracle games conditioned me to think that, like, once you change rooms, you're kind of, like, reset momentum and items-wise sort of deal. I never would think to carry momentum over like that.
No, Metroid Fusion is the introduction to a lot of things.
And that's one of them.
Dumb Shine Spark puzzles is most definitely one.
Oh, Ridley's back, isn't he?
What? No. Why would that be Ridley? He's dead.
I'm pretty sure the X-Parasites could copy his corpse, no problem.
What are you talking about? They would never do that. There's nothing left to copy. We blew him up.
Do we have his corpse on file?
No, we blew him up. There was no corpse. That was also a gimme.
Emergency in Sector 3.
Somebody didn't listen to that ad.
Which ad are you referring to?
Huh? Everybody's dead.
Oh, Dad!
Well, this is the first rule of every household in the dad.
Don't turn the heat on.
Do not touch the thermostat.
Oh. I was almost right.
Somebody's got to fuck with the thermostat. So now we have to blow off their fingers. Daddy Samus says the one rule: don't touch the thermostat. Because there's always, obviously, no mummy. No, Samus, Daddy.
Yes. Although I would not mind if Rhea Ripley cosplayed as Samus.
True, but she's not tall enough.
No. But that's okay.
Raquel Rodriguez, on the other hand.
Oh, you know, I wasn't even thinking about Raquel Rodriguez. I was just thinking like, oh, well, we're just gonna have to stick a helmet on Damian Priest.
You know what? I'll be down for that. Okay. Do we have enough room? No, we have room. Have enough room. To be fair, actually, if we can get a picture of Damian Priest just dressed up as Samus one day when he's like flying to Japan or something, that would be amazing.
Oh my god, that's right.
Because that is the thing he does. Ah, lava. So we're looking at the menu. Okay, hour and 16 minutes. Yeah, no, we might be able to get this done before 10:30.
Okay. I think that works.
Which, if we can, I'm actually gonna be happy. Okay, there's nothing gonna be sharing like that. Okay, fine, I'll actually kill you.
Alright, so I have designed.
Why can't you never just cooperate? Come on. Thank you.
4 more to go.
Somebody's touching the thermostat.
I can't believe you haven't managed to discipline them yet.
I'm working on it. Be fair, it's been a minute since we've got a power up from the X-Parasites now that I think about it. I'm not going to count the various suit because they were sending that to us.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to rob us for that.
We have now stopped them from fucking up the thermostat.
And we've got the white beam. Nowhere near as cool as the laser beam.
The white beam, what it?
No, the wide beam.
Oh, wide beam. I thought you were like erasing people's culture.
haven't figured out that technology yet. Although, then again, maybe we already have.
Yeah. I mean, how many cultures has whiteism consumed already?
Well, let's start with all the continental Europe.
Yeah. And then the UK.
They count. Just off to the side.
They tried to erase Jewish culture, but that shit's strong.
Yeah, that's not.
They've been grandfathered in to white, but you know they've still retained their culture.
They've been grandfathered in. I'm not gonna say grandfathered in, and more like begrudgingly accepted. Kind of like the Irish and the Italians.
Yeah, the Irish are working really hard to regain their culture.
Well, I mean, they didn't really say regain. They didn't really give it up.
In the States, they did.
They don't count.
I know we don't, but that's beside the point.
I said the Irish, not Boston. Not even all of Massachusetts, specifically just Boston. Yeah, no, they killed a guy and figured out to use Google Home. Terrible. Honestly, I don't. I can understand why the extra are a threat. I just don't get what they're doing. No, actually, no. Maybe I do get what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to figure out a way to get. I guess they're trying to figure out a way to get off the station.
Very possible. And very potentially elevate the being of their species, because if they can share genetic data, even generationally, being able to copy a species that participates in active construction is going to elevate their ability to survive and spread incredibly.
I mean, the X could definitely be a very big benefit. There's missiles over there. I'm not going to get them.
Because the X being able to sabotage the thermostat is a terrifying power, but the X want to be able to build a thermostat, you know? They want to be the dad. They want to control the thermostat. I don't know if I was going anywhere with that.
You kind of were. I kind of got the gist of the idea that you were going with. Okay, so now.
Of all the things to turn into, you turned into a moray eel? Fuck you.
Now, this one is going to be a bit more irritating. We want to come. Okay, that one we can get here.
Come on, be a long boy. There you go.
Yeah, now we want to get up here.
Bees.
We don't want to go
Aww.
over here.
Hello, animals. I still think they're infected.
That's fair. Wait, hold on. We want to go this way. You know, we want to run this way. That one's free.
I like free.
I'm gonna waste so many missiles just because of this, the D-pad sensitivity. I do love the sound it made. And that was that. We found the biosigns. And we sent them to their deaths.
Oh, so those are intelligent species that she's known before.
Yeah, they're the ones that taught how to wall jump in Transport.
Oh.
And if you never learned how to do that when you first played Super Metroid, now you know.
So they already have human DNA feasted on.
What do you mean?
Because it said all the deaths were of crew members,
Oh yeah.
but the humans were considered too weak for battle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, of course. The station is only populated by nerds. I don't think it's very much implied, but to be fair, if Samus hadn't got to SR388, then this probably wouldn't have been an issue.
I think it still would have been an issue because, like, she was already infected with it. And
Well, she wouldn't have been infected in the first place.
so why did they go there in the first place?
I think just to survey the planet. Because this is after Metroid 2, so all the Metroids have been eradicated at this point. So now, I guess they figured it was safe to, because in Metroid 2 specifically, I believe, they stated that they were, had sent a team to SR388 just to explore the planet. And then the team itself got wiped out. But they sent a transmission that there were Metroids on the planet, and then they sent Samus. Because I believe not only is Metroid 2 a extinction mission, but also a sexual recovery.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong though. Don't mind me on the shadow floating in the background. Nothing to see here. Now I've got a chore. Because like a good, what, 40% of the item expansions in this game particularly, they're power bombs.
That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. Power bomb, there are like 74 power bombs in this game. Still don't know why. Okay, so we're not going to do this one because what they intend you to do is to trick you and use power bomb.
Which then opens you up to their attack.
Yep. But if you pay attention, see? Now we're not getting frozen.
Okay.
But that's Kaiser trap.
I love how it doesn't hurt the enemy.
No, it did damage. It's just that that thing has enough HP to like take two of them.
Gotcha. Horrifying, but gotcha.
There are very few like enemies in this game that can drop. Okay, no, that's not true. All enemies can drop a red X parasite. but the chance of it, I believe, is like 1 in something ridiculous. I think it's a rare chance of getting a shiny Pokemon. But those little red enemies are almost always guaranteed to drop a red X Parasite.
Gotcha.
And there are no other enemies like them in the game where like they're a red variant of a common enemy.
You know, I would love to modify like one of those inflatable furniture pieces to be an X-Parasite costume. I would totally just like walk around as like a blue X-Parasite.
You would. Alright, hold on. Yeah, that was kind of a share. There is a power bomb expansion over there somewhere in a room that is far too annoying to deal with, so I'm not going to. Fuck that room. We have all the power bombs we will ever fucking need.
They modeled the glass in here. It is so good.
Yeah, I know, right? And they do they have a similar effect in Wario Land 4.
Really?
Yep.
When you find out what works. No, honestly, like, one of the things I love about watching you play these games are the backgrounds. Like, they're just so good.
No, the backgrounds in this game are really detailed, especially considering that this was not exactly launch year, but definitely beginning life cycle for the GBA. And
why did he just tell you to get out?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
He said, return to your ship. There's important information I have to give you.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get there.
Yeah, I know we'll get to our ship. It just has me thinking, question mark?
Well, obviously something awful has happened. Actually, you think I use some of these backgrounds for when I used to attack Sprite comics? Because they were so detailed.
Oh, the power went out.
Again.
Ah!
I'm sure that won't be a problem later.
Yeah.
I'm 99.9% sure that will not be a problem later.
Air Chef Samus.
Air Chef Samus. And these enemies are enemy known as Genesis, and I believe they were initially designed to be the thing that wiped out that unit in Metroid 2, but I don't think they ever had a sprite. So they put them in here because the BSL station is meant to just be a research facility for the planet SR388.
Hello, ship.
Yes. We are now officially halfway through the game.
Oh, you confirmed that they're not ex-hosts. Okay.
Yep. How the hell they made it all the way to the ship without getting infected is beyond me. Because it's never, I don't think it's ever implied that the X need to be destroyed from the body that they're in to infect anything. But yeah, sure it is. Man, fuck these things, right? Fuck these things, so. Now we're on the course.
Okay.
Shit. Work all the way down there. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. Let's get up here. Up here. Okay. I just fucked up and dropped down by mistake. Energy tank?
Not secretly a parasite, just energy tank.
Yeah. Oh, nope. Hmm. I guess I was a bit too far down. Oh. Oh, wait, no, yeah, no. That was going the right way. I just got to do it. So I should be able to just run through here.
Surprise, there was another screen.
There we go. That wasn't gay.
Up and down and down and up and up and down.
I mean, nobody's actually meant to be here. Okay. And if I shoot it out. There we go.
Oh! Hello, Goma.
I believe this is actually called Yakuza. Yeah, this might be the one boss that's gonna be irritating. Because that old grab is just annoying to deal with. Come on.
Where is it trying to take you?
Oh.
It's changed colors.
Oh yeah, goes down. Unhand me. No, I have no idea what yes absorbed to make this thing.
Well, if you absorb enough components,
Yeah, sure, because
make some terrible things. I mean, look at people who play Spore.
I've never seen anybody actually play Spore or anybody. The Spore is so like so many people do.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The last thing I saw was like... They made like a classic Chrysler or something.
Christ, are you serious?
I'm not 100% sure what kind of car it was, but they got the wings and everything.
Wow. Oh, probably a Cadillac.
There you go.
Okay. Come on. Alright. So now, what we have, I think, 4 more power-ups to get. I want to say plasma beam, gravity suit, diffusion missile, and wave beam, and then that should be it. So we are actually almost done.
Wow.
So we've got what, 2 or 3 more? Oh wait, and sorry, 5 more items. I forgot the most important one, screw attack. Okay. Yeah, I should have enough. I should have enough HP. Okay.
Deuces.
Oh no, not deuces.
Deuces again.
Shit. Hold on. Okay, now I'm terrified. Because these things do a load of fucking damage.
What things?
These things. So I might have to read it farming. Yeah, this is dicey.
Leave it to wasps to be a problem.
Yeah. Good thing is I can use a recharge room if I need to. I should get a decent amount of HP from here. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're back up to 115.
Yeah. The tank should be fine for me to get through a red eye door, and I can bomb some more wasps as I go. I am going to take a safety save here though, just to be sure.
I do like that save animation. That's pretty cool.
Oh no, the reload animation is actually really nice as well. Yeah, see? They do off. What kind of damage? Luckily they're easy enough to farm. If I can get 2 to 3 tanks, then often it's really good.
Did you say the beam hill?
The beam door. You know, the item.
Okay. $69.
Not nice. Not nice at all.
Oh. Sad.
No. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but if you notice, it's the husks, but these are the caterpillars. Beginning of the game.
Yes. I did actually.
Why they do so much fucking damage.
Because their husks kind of become their wings.
I guess so.
I love that kind of world building shit though. Nice. Good fucking save.
Yeah, no, I've been in this room a lot. 2004 was not a good year because of this fucking room. Oddly enough, this is one of the few GBA games that I did not play via emulator first before I actually owned it. So, like, I actually owned this first. I think it's out the cartridge somewhere. I'm pretty. No wait, no. I'm 99.9% sure I've got the cartridge somewhere, but it may not be here. It might be in England. Okay, that should be enough where I can. There we go. That's good enough. All right. Get off. Yo, why can't I get out?
Because that's the closest thing Sam has had to intimacy in ages.
That's a horrible thing to say and I don't appreciate it. Especially because it... Interestingly enough, you notice this also a giant fucking Chozo statue.
Yeah, I did notice that.
And now that I've seen the sprite blowing up, you can actually tell that it has feet. Yes, fuck this guy.
At least the hug plants are gone. Or rather, the traps. Plasma beam!
Yep, okay.
Beam now pierces enemies.
You're goddamn right it does. Make me have fun.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And it's green, which is a win for me. You're the shredder now. Does it need 2 X parasites to reform that wasp?
I believe so, yes.
So if there's only one left, I have to form another enemy.
I believe so, yeah. Like, you notice when we went through the auxiliary station, and we called that space pirate. Wait, no, before the space pirate could form.
Yeah.
I absorbed one, and then the other one was just floating there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. And it's implied that the core X's are literally just like a massive X parasites that have formed one organism, effectively. And there be some shit going down in Sector 5. Always some shit going down in Sector 5.
This time it's an explosion.
Can't turn around for 5 minutes without something blowing the fuck up that I didn't cause.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, the key part here is that I didn't cause.
Listen, the saxophone is you.
No, they're not. They're not me.
You're not me. Just a persona of yourself appears.
What would Samus's persona be?
My first thought is for some reason the Joan of Arc.
I can see it.
I don't think that's accurate, but that's my first thought.
Yeah, but she could be the man in New Orleans. Is that what her title was? Something Orleans.
I mean, if we really wanted to make it crazy, we could have her persona be Boba Fett, but that's...
Please, Boba Fett could not handle Samus.
Who's the one in The Mandalorian that adopts Yoda? They've got the whole... Little surprise, I guess we're a parent now thing going on.
I believe his name is Pedro Pascal.
Okay, that's not...
I'm not wrong.
I guess not. Wait, I'm sorry, was that thing just posing as a floor tile?
No, those dumb,
I love how the glass is all cracked now.
Yeah. Because something coming through during Rampage. speed do I know? Undeniably show spark. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. 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 That's 4 runes. Okay.
Oh, now you're wet.
Yep.
Aren't you trying to go down?
I am, but I'm also trying to get a thing. But it's not necessary.
Are space pirates amphibious?
They are now.
Okay. That's what I get for asking fucking questions.
I know, right?
Although, would that be...
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just tired, apparently. For whatever reason, my brain registers them as crocodilian.
Really? Everybody sees them as giant crab people.
I mean, most people think of red hammers too, but
Red hammers? What are red hammers?
it's like a thought experiment thingy where it's like they ask you like a variety of unrelated questions and then they ask what tool you think of first. And for most, it's a red hammer. And if you think of something else, you're supposed to be like neuroatypical or something. Why'd you go around that way instead of, oh.
I always have a reason.
Yeah. That's a ghost. It's a really cool fucking ghost.
This is a nightmare. His name is Nightmare.
Yeah, I was wondering why that word was yellow before in the last data room. He looks like he could qualify for like a Bongo S boss.
I can give you that. And he kind of, I believe he does some as in Captain yeah, this is the other boss that gave people nightmares.
I can see why. Oh wow, he looks really bad.
Yep.
I would totally want to make a spaceship out of his exoskeleton though.
God damn it. Come on. Be hard at me.
Just absolutely eviscerate his goopy insides and then utilize his exoskeleton for my own purposes. Because if I couldn't make him into a spaceship, he'd still be a really cool mech.
Wow. I've never felt this bad before. Do you know, always, there we go, getting to like be somewhere where you can be on the ladder and just destroy him. And luckily dealing with core X's now is a lot easier because you have the space jump.
Yeah.
I also very much like it too. And now we are no longer hideous.
Gravity suit effect recovered.
Goddamn right it is. To be fair, Fusion might be up there for my favorite gravity suits. So like, I don't know why, but the purple and green really does it for me.
Probably because Barney didn't ruin it for you.
Thank you. I do always forget about Barney when it comes to that.
I mean, I am fortunate that more and more people are defaulting to the thought of Joker first.
That's just as bad though. Especially because
No, it's not.
yeah, it is. I'm sorry, but the internet already has ruined Joker here. The internet ruins everything. We need to get rid of it.
That's one thing and a valid thing, but Barney ruins himself.
What? Why does everybody have a beef with Barney?
Just I've had a beef with Barney since I was like 4 years old.
Yeah, but why though? They were proper dinosaurs, but also hard.
The songs.
Okay, fine. His songs were
You know
annoying.
how Coco Melon feels so fucking cursed?
I do not, because I know it's Cocomelon. I'm because you know I'm not a small child.
Or someone who babysits a child. But
Yeah, no, fortunate enough that's definitely true.
he just goes from
I mean, he's no Bear in the Big Blue House, obviously, but still, like.
oh yeah, well I mean it's hard to compare to Bear in the Big Blue House.
Or Little Bear. I fucking love Little Bear.
Franklin was a good one.
Franklin, but
Yeah.
no.
But yeah, no, he just very easily crossed.
Also, a very underrated water thing. Big and serious. Like, I love this one. I love this track. Okay, there's.
I didn't really perceive it until you mentioned it.
Well, yeah, because it's a very, very nice, solid ambient piece.
It's very understated.
Okay. And obviously, we need to get through. Yeah. I don't know why I'm going off to the side.
I'm not asking questions. I'm trying to explain Barney, which is a thing I haven't seen since I started beef with him. So,
Why would Barney's videotapes white?
what?
Why would Barney's VHS tapes white?
I guess to differentiate them from the standard for older audiences tapes of charcoal.
Yeah, because like I understood why Nickelodeon tapes were orange.
Yeah, that was their color.
Exactly. But and we never got orange DVDs when they transferred to the DVD era, which I find
Which is so sad.
yeah. Then we got black discs and blue discs because of Sony, which is great. Just remembered actually, I could have gotten that on the way back anyway. And then
I'm trying to remember if VeggieTales had a particular color. I don't think they did.
VeggieTales should be green.
I think the Larry Boy movie might have been green.
Also, this area stopped me for a bit too because of the
Yeah, no,
weird maze.
it's... This is understandable.
Fuck you, fish. Also, disobeying orders. That's right, Adam. We were authorized before you were even actually having a voice. Fuck you, Adam. When you done name Malkovich. What kind of name is that? I had to like Russia's real country or some shit. There is a missile pack down there. I'm not gonna get it.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Okay.
You know how the Core X are like those round geary things?
Yeah.
Open them.
Open them.
Yup.
What's that? Why does that sound like it's familiar?
I fucking love them. Ophanim are the angels typically depicted as flaming wheels.
Ah, yes. Not to be confused with whatever that Shinto thing is, where they are also flaming wheels. We should get we need to get Muramasa rebirth. I gotta figure
Shinto
out.
flaming wheels.
Oh, you know, it's a very, very popular yokai. Now,
Oh yeah!
I forget what they're called though.
One Yudo.
Okay.
Or one Yudu, because they both have
Okay.
the line over the thing. Or soul takers, according to Wikipedia.
There we go. Just skipped an entire section. I think. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't.
I was just about to say I was proud of you.
Oh,
and instead you lied to me.
I think there's a way I can get through here. Okay, maybe not.
Stay frosty, parasite.
I know there's a like a trick there to be able to just bust through that one.
I think the reason the frost missiles are okay and the frost beam is not is because the frost beam initiates the frost within the realm of the Varia suit.
Yeah, no.
And the frost missiles aren't frosty until
they fired. Yeah.
So it's just a matter of extended containment.
More disobeying orders. What's this?
Are your orders at this point?
Yeah. No, this was one of them though. So,
Fusion added to missiles.
a fun implication, and not something that's outright stated, but if you pay attention, once we hit a certain point, we stop getting data items.
Okay.
This one they never told us about, but they had already sent it. But for some reason they didn't tell us that they did, which is very suspicious. Almost as if somebody's up to no fucking good. But now we have a mission. We unlocked the red doors when we weren't supposed to, and now things have gone through well. Or something is being somewhere where it should not be.
Yeah, I figured from the point of when he started saying, "That's unusual," I was like, ah.
We're supposed to get that. Someone Hagrid loose in the control room. Now, my question is, how the fuck did the security robot get down here? It's too big to ride the elevators.
Well, they said the X-Parasite infected it, right?
Yeah, but
Wouldn't they be able to pop apart and then reassemble?
you know what? Never thought of that, but maybe. Maybe they just jellied and then squeezed through.
Yeah. Like the new Udra.
It is a giant walking crab robot, so...
Oh, that security bot.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. I know, right? He's a dick.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
I am the authorizer.
Warning, no entry without
You're goddamn right we are. You don't tell me where I can go. I go where I want. I have the ultimate key.
It's like when a computer says, "Oh, well, you need administrative permission," and it's like the only profile.
It's like when a bitch with glasses tells you that you can't hunt a monster.
Warning.
Screw you.
Exactly like that.
I'll hunt what I want. As you can see.
It in water.
So, naturally,
the water is electrocuted. But the waves aren't wiggly.
No, but you can see it flashing though. So it's lava.
But no, it's water.
For this instance, it's lava.
No, it's water. It's water and water and water and water and water and water. I had another thought before we start. Oh yeah. It absolutely makes perfect sense that this thing is in here.
Why?
Because the ex-parasites know it's a crab. And so they tried to take it to the water.
Fair enough.
That's my story and I'm sticking to it. You know, for someone who says that the water is lava, you seem to be doing a whole lot of falling into it.
He has a very big hitbox and he jumps very high.
The way you defend against those missiles kind of reminds me of the way I defend against floor tiles. It's not an accurate comparison, but...
Fair.
I like that you don't have to use missiles to hit his core anymore.
Whenever I play Metroid games, I always just kind of default to the charge up.
Can't imagine why. It's almost like the charge shot is like fucking awesome.
Yeah, but in this game specifically, it's the best. In most games, you're kind of encouraged to use a mixture of the two.
Right.
I would argue Dread also. Cameron, just die already.
No.
Shit. I shouldn't die, but just in case, I'll be sure to rewind.
Would you like to die again? He has selected no. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what the first part of the death screen looks like.
Oh, we're just gonna go back to here? No!
That's what the whole death screen looks like. This is a reminder that blondes can do cool things too.
Robot.
It's just trying to play in a puddle and you're fucking with it.
It's trying to murder me.
It's trying to defend its puddle. Shame you can't freeze the water and then walk on it.
I know, right? Oh, shit. I really should. Maybe I should have saved before this fight.
Didn't you?
No. If I die, we go back to a... Shit. If we die, we go back to the before the plasma beam.
That's a bit.
Yep. really even missiles, it's just like he's covering when he jumps.
Yeah, no, that's really what's getting you. And it's not even when he first jumps, it's that it throws you in the water.
Just gotta play it safe. At least I've got him in a certain loop. There we go. Now I can touch the water again. Okay, now I'm not Alright. Alright, now I can fall from HP. Alright, we're good. Fuck it up.
Wave beam! You did all that shit for the wave beam!
Yep. Our last beam upgrade is a fucking wave beam. Which, to be fair, is an interesting inversion. Because it's not that the wave beam, for some reason in this game, is stronger than the plasma beam. It's just that the effect is like the last thing you need.
And that, and also, instead of us having to switch between beams, they stack.
Yeah. Which is something I kind of miss, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad for. So, I'm just gonna check my hubris real quick.
We've been authorized.
No entry without
Yes, but they've got to show off the power of the UBA.
warning. No entry
They can play small voice clips.
On the beat.
Isn't that amazing?
without authorization.
What's amazing is that it's intelligible.
Without authorization.
Restricted zone.
That's restricted by us.
Without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization.
Aha! No wonder. No wonder it's not the SAX isn't happy. People are being very naughty. Because didn't I just murder all these things? The fuck you asked me to murder them for? You're just gonna make more.
Fire alert.
Waste an entire fucking mission.
60 seconds to isolation lockdown.
I love how you shooting at saxophone doesn't do a damn thing.
Oh yeah, it's preoccupied.
50 seconds to isolation lockdown.
Neat thing is, the Metroid's not. I guess because I'm not sure if it's because they're too small or if like we're immune now because we're part Metroid. But you know, touching them doesn't run out.
Yeah.
Very glad that I'm not doing 100%.
So did sax just blow themselves up?
Yes. Yeah, it's such a nice color, this game. which is kind of annoying. See, this entire thing kind of makes me annoyed that Metroid Dread, great game. I actually don't even mind the story, but the fact that it didn't go the direction that, yeah, no, like, we need to take out some shit in the Galactic Federation and deal with some shit because people are up to no fucking good, kind of takes me off. I think they should have stuck with, oh yeah, there's 10 of them, by the way. They should have stuck with the plot line of like, hey, no, so Samus is now a fugitive of the government because she blew up research and shit. Gonna have to deal with that.
Technically, she didn't blow it up. The SAX did.
Actually, technically, the SAX didn't blow it up. The space station did. Samus, you clearly did not owe no Adam at all. Other M, such a game of all time. Actually, I'm taking this out for a reason as well.
Okay, good.
That one's a gimme. And we need the full heal. I do like the fact that, you know, idols won't give you a full heal because you have too many energy tanks, so now the only way you can fully restore yourself on the fly is either by going to a recharge room or by finding an energy tank. This room is also interesting because it kind of does illustrate, and if you go on sheet, find out what these ball things are. But that room kind of illustrates how weak Samus is now because the barrier suit initially protects from acid.
Oh.
It does not do so anymore. Now the gravity suit can still protect you from lava, but you can still be damaged by acid, which is interesting. Okay, so just gonna grab that. We're gonna ignore this guy. So the way you deal with him, you're gonna let me turn back. Or do that. The game only checks if you're looking at it.
That's amazing.
Yep. When I found that out, I was elated just because it was so funny. The most lethal game of Piku ever. Safety save. Because, but yeah, literally almost done, and I do want to go about it at some point today.
Nice.
Okay. Oh wow, I actually do have left foot. That's the whole missiles. Oh no. This obvious thing has come back to bite us. I believe the most effective way to fight with the axe is to base jump in the top corner because it reduces the slowdown of the beam traveling through. And therefore you get more shots. It technically passes through more.
Yeah.
Just kind of tricky to do.
You know, to be honest, I can understand the Federation preserving Ridley.
Oh, most definitely.
Just as a failsafe against Samus.
Yeah, okay. A failsafe against Samus.
Listen, I'm not saying it was a good idea. I'm saying I understand that that's what their reasoning would be.
Really? They're really stupid because he has literally got a what times have we Metroid 1/0 missions. Technically one time after Metroid 2 because they're not coming out. Super Metroid, so that's already 3. Then once in, no wait, yeah, no. Prime 1, then twice in Prime 3. And then we don't even kill him on run. He escapes and gets eaten by the Queen Metroid, who we had already taken out like twice already. So, some failsafe.
Again, not a good idea.
Look, man.
Look at that. Look at that frame. Look at that frame.
Considering that they get Sam and they make Samus killing robots like the game right after this, Ridley is not a good failsafe. And may he never come back ever a fucking again.
That just tells me he comes back.
Actually no. Within canon, Ridley has not returned after this.
Okay.
I mean, there's only one game after this, but technically, yeah, within canon, Ridley has not returned after this. Kraid has. But I like to think of that less as, hey, so Kraid is back, and more like, oh, no, I could kill you guys now. Because I don't need to do this. In that, like, they just found another Kraid.
Returned.
Well, with Kraid, coming back in Super Metroid, and then, and Metroid Jello, I've always thought of it that it wasn't actually Kraid, and like it was just another one of Kraid's species. Unlike with Ridley, where in most respects you can tell it's Ridley because of the grudge.
Yeah.
Alright, but we're basically done. We've just got one more major exposition dump, and then we're done with the game. This is where you would want to do cleanup. So if this was 100% run,
This is where you would be tearing through the levels to make sure you got everything.
yeah, and at this point, if this was a 100% run on a fresh file, you would want to be avoiding navigation rooms like the plague.
Oh, because the second you hit one.
That's when, yeah, it starts the exposition dump, and that's when the game locks out. But they did account for this, so I will show that. We're not going to go through the entire thing. But if you notice on the map of the bottle ship, oh shit, pull up now, right? Okay, no, not here. I think if you notice in the navigation rooms, it'll show a sort of view of the bottle ship as well. And each and obviously it's a ring, so obviously it means each sector is connected, right?
Yeah.
So they put these little extra shortcuts. By the way, these are going to be important later, obviously. Once you have the through attack, most of these rooms become accessible.
Okay.
Where you can now, oh yeah, got that was connected. Where you can just move about the sectors as you wish. But we're not going for 100%, so I'm going to go way back. To be fair, I could probably do a 100% run of this game pretty easily. I think I remember where everything was. Because we want to end in that room over there, actually. People tend not to like 100% in this game because obviously, like, you get to the end, you have to do a whole bunch of backtracking.
Yeah.
But I do like the way that the maps are designed where everything connects, so that's kind of interesting. And this is where we find out that the government is stupid. And they think they can come in and control the ex-parasites. As if, as soon as they step foot on the station, they're not going to be much fun. Let alone the fact that there are 9 of them just as powerful as we are, roaming around right now. And I would argue still more powerful because they're still better armored.
They don't expect your help.
Yep, see?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, this isn't even completely unbelievable. I can see a government just being this dumb. Like, sir, we shouldn't go down there. As soon as we get there, we're gonna get eaten. No, we can tame him. I swear. Somebody fetch me my Pokeball. Now I'm just thinking of the Pokeballs in the manga where instead of it being Mewtwo, it's just a pissed off little SAX in the ball. The Ram undermines this so bad, it's annoying.
I like that little brief cutscene.
Just a little. Wait a minute, hold on a second. This sounds different.
There it is.
It's a very neat, cool idea that they kind of just they just flopped on.
Yeah. That's okay. It remains preserved in this game.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping in the next Metroid game that they do After Dread, like they just give Adam a better voice than they did in Dread. Because you can still salvage this. It's still cool. And in theory, if you were going for 100%, okay, you would have gotten that missile first and foremost. I'm gonna ignore that. That room up there should be your last item.
Okay.
That will be your very last power bomb. Interestingly enough, as well, all like the squishy scientists aren't here or anything. I do like this track though. Sorry, out of my side. The SAX is not that big of a deal.
of annoying, well, that you can't just absorb the SAX.
No, it's still.
But like it's, you have to rip it out of the. There we go. Wait, why are you going up there?
That would be insane. Biggest threat in the galaxy, ladies and gentlemen. A Samus without any feeling. He said, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Propulsion sequence activated. Destination planet NR 388. Destination planet NR 388.
I love how it's 2 feet 44 inches.
Wait, what?
Because technically, the
Oh, yeah,
tick
with
to
the-
tick, yeah. It works well for hours and or rather minutes and seconds, but it's
Yeah.
feet and inches.
To be fair, I would never really would have caught that. That is a big Metroid. That is a big Metroid.
2 minutes to destination.
Maybe he wasn't so bad after all.
Yeah, he was.
No, maybe he wasn't so bad after all.
Also, he didn't choose to fuse with us. We just stole him.
No, we could have just flown away again. Back, ball pitcher. Back, I say. I finished the job.
I mean, any logical creature should choose survival.
Yeah, but that would be the smart thing to do. But it chose to throw in its hat with the thing that can kill the thing that's trying to eat it.
Yeah. That was its only option for survival, and it chose it.
I mean, is that really survival though?
Yes.
Whoa, Overwatch 2 is on Steam, on Switch. I was not aware of this. I don't get it. There's nobody in here to put their foot in the clutch. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. I'm actually curious to see how fast I did this. It's been a minute since I've done a full run through of Fusion. I don't think I can skip any of this though. But yeah, no, that's Metroid Fusion. Love this game. Absolutely great game.
Yeah, no, this is
10 out of 10, no notes.
this is a great game.
I'm not even gonna say anything like, yo, a 10 out of 10, no notes. Even if it's not like super you can't secret breaker shit, just a solid package. Solid package.
I always thought that like Metroid games did not really have plot so much. And I'm glad to see how wrong I was.
Oh no, Sakamoto, the thing is with the major beef with Other M is that Sakamoto wanted to make a movie experience.
Yeah.
And kind of lost sight of the fact that he was making a video game. But he's always very much cared about the story. So, like, down to even from the first game, because you have to remember he's been working with this franchise since the first one.
Right.
I think it was his idea to have the Samus misdirect in the manual, for example, so that you had the shock of like, hey, this woman in the suit. So although I don't think he oversaw the Prime series, he has tried to work things in from the Prime series. Oh yeah, no, this is a good time. So that means what, sub 2 hours? Yeah. But low collection rate. Oh shit. I missed so much shit. To be fair, I might just do another run through at some point over the week. Once even get down to sub 1 hour.
Okay.
I mean, that won't be on stream. That's just gonna be my spare time.
Yeah.
It's still sub 1 hour. Would be nice to do. But yeah, no. That was Metroid Fusion. Great game. If you can find a way to play it. And we'll be back next week with Metroid Fusion 0.5, aka Wario Land 4.
Well, wait.
Have a good night, everybody.